Get ready to enter the Thrive Time Show.
We started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, and we'll show you how to get here. Started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, now we here.
We started from the bottom, now we're on the top. Teaching you the systems to get what we got. Colton Dixon's on the hooks, I break down the books. Z's bringing some wisdom and the good looks. As the father of five, that's why I'm alive. So if you see my wife and kids, please tell them hi. It's the C&Z up on your radio. And now 3, 2, 1, here we go.
We started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, and we'll show you how to get here.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things we picked up when we picked up the Thrive 15 team was an entire team. You want an SEO guy that knows things about search engine optimization? Got it. You got a website guy that's built big websites like Garth Brooks' website? Awesome, we have it. He's coming in. If I had to pay for that on my own, outside of Thrive 15, there's just no way. For us, one of our most immediate needs when I got connected with Clay was technology. We had a website, but I had a website in Tulsa. Our other partner had a website in Colorado. They did everything from doing a drone video where they flew over all of our markets with a drone. They integrated that into our site. They built every single thing that I think of, they do. We do a podcast. If I was gonna produce my own podcast, there's no, I mean, that alone, just that alone would be what I pay Thrive, just for that. But then if you add the fact that I've got, if I need a business card design, if I need a website build, if I need this, if I need that, I know what I would pay for that. If I had to go a la carte, I feel guilty sometimes, like I don't probably write a big enough check for the value that I get. I think there's a lot of entrepreneurs that have ideas what they want to do with their business and how they want to grow and what market they want to be in and how they can increase production and do all this. But it's not about having 4,000 ideas. It's about having 12 and executing them 4,000 times. That's the trick, in my opinion, and that's where Thrive's value comes in. I feel like I have my own staff, my own, like, I don't know, 20-person team that when I need something, I just go to them and it happens.
Yes, 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 and yes. Thrive Nation, it is an incredible day today because it's a day that the Lord has made. James, how was your weekend, sir?
My weekend was great, Clay. In the office all weekend selling tickets. That's what I do.
Selling tickets, baby. And right now we have a conference coming up this, I'm never sure when people are going to hear this show, but there'll be this Thursday and Friday. We do them every 2 months. So if you go to thrivetimeshow.com, you can always find the upcoming workshops. We do them every 2 months. And I want to go through on today's show the 17 keys to success that I believe are important. I'm going to go over them. Perhaps you don't agree with them. That's fine, but you happen to work here, so you have to deal with them. Okay, so I'm going to go over these with you, and I just want to get your thoughts on them, okay? So these 17, this is just, if you worked in this office, in my office, if you work for me, this is stuff I'm going to talk about all the time. I don't expect anybody to memorize them, but they're just things I'm going to bring up all the time. Okay, so here we go. So this is keys to success, 17 keys to success. Key number one, you got to show up 15 minutes early. James, would love to get your thoughts on the idea of being early as opposed to being late. Love to get your thoughts.
It's a no-brainer. You got to be there and be ready when the workday starts. And then if anything crazy happens on your way to work, at least you have a couple minutes extra to still get there on time.
Now, let's say that you were a professional baseball player or basketball player or football player, some sort of professional player of some kind, and you were late for a game. What would happen?
The fans would hate me.
What would happen? Seriously.
You would lose every game. If you're not there to win.
If you were the quarterback of a NFL team and you were late for the game, what would happen?
Dude, my team would lose.
No, but seriously, what would happen to you immediately if you were the quarterback?
I would get cut.
Right. That's how that works. But for some reason, people think, in business it's different. But that's how you got to be on time. Okay. Second is only work on projects that I'm paying you to work on while at work. Now, if you were an NFL quarterback and you were working on your golf swing on the sidelines and not practicing or being mentally engaged in the game, what would happen?
That it would just be a bad look.
Be a bad look. Okay, so these are just principles, keys to success. Everybody needs to know. 3, you got to bring the boom on a daily basis. Now, boom stands for big, overwhelming, optimistic momentum. You happen to be selling tickets right now. This is where you're at in life. You're selling tickets, and you're doing a great job on that. But why do you have to bring a sincere, cheerful enthusiasm to every single call and not bring negative vibes or sarcasm or a doom cloud to inbound leads?
Well, you get more sales, you do better, you feel better, they feel better, and you just don't want to be a negative Nancy.
What would happen if you called people sounding depressed?
Oh, dude, everyone would just hang up the phone on me.
What if you called people sounding like you'd just been sniffing wood glue?
That'd be even worse.
But there's people that do this in their jobs. Have you seen this?
I have.
I went into, I won't mention the name of the company. I don't want to get sued, but I went to a place to get a to get a grilled chicken sandwich the other day. And the person through the drive-thru, you could tell, clearly has given up on the game of life, but they're still at work. And so it was, thank you for coming to yada yada. How can I help you? And I'm like, yeah, I'd like to get a chicken sandwich. Okay, so chicken sandwich. I'm like, yeah, chicken club sandwich, chicken club. All right, chicken sandwich. So I pull up, and it's not a chicken club. And I'm not the kind of guy that gets super aggressive about this. You know, they're like, did we get your order right? And I go, no, I want a chicken club. They go, okay. But you can tell they just didn't. They didn't care, and that's so detrimental to that organization. Because I like that particular restaurant, but how many times in a row can that happen before you quit coming back?
Maybe twice. You know, the energy's contagious.
I'm kind of a sick freak. I might keep going there, but I don't know. You know, okay. So next, number 4. This is key number 4 to success. You got to carry a to-do list. In this office, why do you have to have a to-do list?
Because everyone has a to-do list in this office.
But why?
So you know what you have to do.
Okay, so I'm going to call Jackson in just a moment to update his Google map.
Right.
And we just talked about it. The conversation was had that we need to update the Google map, gather Google reviews, but I'm going to forget what we talked about 10 minutes from now because I'm going to be on to something else. So the to-do list is powerful. The mind is for thinking. The paper is for remembering. Okay, 5, carry a calendar. Now, we have in 40 minutes from now, I'm going to be doing an interview. And then after that, just for today, James, see if you can read off my calendar here just so people know, because right now it's 9:20 a.m. So what's going to happen at 10 a.m.?
10 a.m., you're interviewing Emerald Robinson.
10:30.
You're interviewing Dave Hodges.
11.
You are calling the Papagallos.
12.
You have a call with General Flynn and Eric Trump.
1 o'clock.
You're meeting with the attorney Tom Renz.
1:30.
Boom, being interviewed by a political coffee.
2 o'clock.
You are doing an interview with Peter Taunton.
2:30.
You are interviewing. Oh, you're available 2:30.
I'm available
oh, baby.
for an interview. Wow. Okay. 3 o'clock. What am I doing?
You're interviewing Dr. Mark Sherwood.
3:30. What am I doing?
3:30. You are recording a podcast.
4 o'clock. What am I doing?
You have a 13-point assessment.
What?
A 13-point assessment.
At 4:30? Oh no, I don't.
Oh, no.
It's an availability.
Availability.
Okay, 5 o'clock.
At 5 o'clock, you are being interviewed by Blessed to Teach.
There you go. That's my day today. You know? And I just talked to my wife. We're going on a date tonight at 6. So but this is some profound crap. There's a huge gap between super successful and not super successful people. You know what it is? It's a calendar and a to-do list. How would I remember what I'm going to do today?
You wouldn't.
I don't even know what I'm doing today. You read it to me. I'm going, that's interesting. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so the next thing. 6, you got to over-deliver and exceed expectations at all time. Write the best search engine articles possible. Make the best sales calls possible. Edit the best videos possible. Why does everybody out there who works in this office need to over-deliver? Over-deliver.
Well, you just want to be the best at all times.
Why, though?
It's always a great thing to be the best.
Let me let you on a secret, okay? Last week, we make review calls or quality control calls, and you'll get to learn more about those later. But we're calling the customers of our clients to see how happy they were with the service. So we're calling the customers for a cosmetic surgeon. We're calling the patients of a cosmetic surgeon saying, how happy were you with the cosmetic surgeon? We're calling the clients of the home builder to see how happy they are. And on a scale of 1 to 10, and 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. And then we ask them to leave a review after they tell us their feedback. So we call them, how happy are you on a scale of 1 to 10? They give us a number. Then we ask them for a review. It turns out reviews are a huge determining factor for people that are online shopping. They'll read the reviews before they buy. And the companies that we call for that have less than awesome quality service, they're always shocked when we do those quality control calls and their customers say that they don't like them? Why?
They may think that they're doing a good job, and they're not.
Right. That's it. They may think they're doing a good job, but then when you call the customer is going to be honest with you. So it's super important that we exceed expectations at all time. 7, don't turn your failure to plan into an emergency for others, primarily me. So today, it's Monday. How long have you worked? Like a year now? You've been a year?
Almost 9 months, about 9 months now.
9 months? And I don't think I've ever called you and said, hey, I can't make it today. Have I ever done that?
Never.
And you've never done it either.
Right.
But there are certain people that this is what they do. They operate in the jackassery zone where you don't know if they're going to show up or not. And then what happens if you work at the restaurant with this person or at the job with this person who doesn't show up? What happens to you?
It throws everything off for the rest of the team.
Then other people have to come in and cover their hours and just jackassery. It's just jackassery. We continue. These are 17 principles or 17 keys to success that I teach in my office that I am obsessed with. Okay. 8, don't hold inter-office grudges.
Oh, boy.
You know what I mean? Somebody's mad about you. You stole my lead. You stole my lead. You parked in my spot. That kind of thing. Have you ever worked in an environment where that has happened?
I have, and it always throws it off.
It gets weird, so don't do that in my office. 9, make sure that the other person can hear you when you're speaking. This is big.
Highly important here.
On the phone and face-to-face. Have you met people that mumble?
I have.
Have you ever met these people that mumble?
Yeah, they're always low energy, negative. You just don't want to be around them.
It's like Shaquille O'Neal after a loss.
Right.
You know, and you can't hear them on the phone. You can't hear them in person. They don't understand what they're saying. You can't get it. They can't. Not a thing. Okay. Next, 10. Save files in an accurate format. Why do we want to save the files in an accurate format? Why do I hate the use of abbreviations when people save files?
Everyone's got a different abbreviation for the same thing, and it has to be easy and clear to find.
So I'm working on a rap song today about Maui with some dudes. You heard me. We're doing the call. And these dudes. So I send them the file, and I clearly labeled my track as acapella - Maui, boom. I labeled the other file as full mix Maui, but it's very clear. So if you're looking for Maui in Dropbox, you can find it.
Right.
But if I labeled it as like AM, like acapella Maui, no one would find it.
Right.
That's some profound stuff because remember, abbreviations elongate conversations. 11, be fired up with enthusiasm or you'll get fired with enthusiasm. James, what does that mean?
It means if you're not fired up and ready to go, bring in the high energy, boom, you're going to go into the boss's office, and he's going to bring that high energy on you and say, you're fired.
Okay. 12, say hello to your manager and look them in the eyes when arriving at work, and say goodbye to your manager and look them in the eyes when leaving. Why is that super important to, like, if the manager says bye when they leave, the teammates say bye? Why is that important? Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Bye. Have a good day. Good to see you. How you doing? Welcome to today. Boom, had a great day today. See you tomorrow. Why is that important?
It's like open the loop, then close the loop on good terms.
There it is. Okay, next, 13, over-deliver and beat your boss to work every day. This is a goal if you want to be the boss. You want to get to a place where you can beat your boss to work every day. We've all worked for a boss that was mentally inferior. It's all happened. We've had a boss that mentally is not doing well.
Right.
We've all worked for a boss that isn't good at their job. And what happens if you work for a boss that's incompetent?
You just start to hate him.
Right, right. And nobody with a sound mind is going to work for a mentally inferior boss very long. 14, got to follow the scripts, systems, and processes. If we have systems and scripts in place, blueprints and recipes in place, and people don't follow the blueprints, the recipes, the scripts, the systems, what happens, James?
They start to fail.
Deep stuff. Yes. Number 15, support benefits and statements with facts. I'm a big fact guy. Big fact guy. Don't do emotions. Big fact. Fact. Why am I obsessed with facts?
Because that's reality.
Why do most people not use facts?
Because it feels good to not use facts.
Right. So as an example, I'm just making up an example, but if you sold, let's say, 20 tickets today, and the young lady next to you sells 21 tickets today, hypothetically, not that this would happen.
Right.
But if it did, who would be my favorite person today?
Oh, the young lady.
Right, because it's a numbers thing.
Right.
And there's just somebody, if now, hypothetically, young lady sells 18 tickets, but now you sold 22 tomorrow. Who's my favorite person that day?
Me, baby.
There it is. But some people, like, they don't do well with the facts. They don't track their numbers. And in this office, I'm obsessed with tracking numbers. It's very big. 16. Here we go. When attempting to call other humans, text them once and call them 3 times until you reach them. Why is that super important, James? If you're trying to reach a human on the planet Earth right now, send them a text and then call them.
Well, sometimes, they're eating breakfast, they're eating lunch, they're sleeping, they're doing all these different things.
They don't recognize the
number.
Yes. It's big. I'm telling you, that's how people are. Do you answer the phone? I mean, it's a weird thing because you're selling tickets right now, but would you answer the phone if you didn't know the number outside of this work environment?
I do.
You do.
I try to.
You're sick.
You just never know what kind of, who's going to be on the other line.
Do you know people, though, that won't answer the phone if they don't know the number?
Oh, yeah. Like my parents.
Yeah, most people are like that.
Right.
Do you ever check voicemails? Do you check voicemails?
Never.
Really?
I just call them right back.
I don't think people check voicemails. I think the video killed the radio star in the music video game.
Right.
And I think that the text message killed the voicemail. That's my thought.
So true.
It's done. Done for the voice. Done. However, if you do voice notes, people do check those. Have you seen that?
I don't like that either.
It's a dirty move that I do from time to time. It's pretty funny. Okay. And then 17 is dependability. Dependability is the most important ability. The dependability is the most important ability. So people that are dependable tend to get promoted. That's how that works. And James, if somebody demonstrates a mastery of these 7 keys to success, what is going to happen in this workplace and or another workplace?
They're going to get promoted to have more responsibility and to make more money. Now,
James, I know you have to sell some tickets. I appreciate you carving out time for me. And I will probably harass you in like 10 to 15 minutes again.
Yes, sir.
But this was a thing where I didn't have it on the schedule today to record this show, but I have a schedule for my day. And because today happens to be a day where we don't have a manager meeting, during that downtime, I put in the show. So I got my big to-do list. And on my to-do list today is to record business podcasts. And I didn't have a time available in my schedule, but because it's on my to-do list, I was able to take that downtime and use that downtime to actually do something productive. And that's the, I mean, if you're out there today and if you do not have a to-do list and a calendar, I would strongly recommend you get a to-do list and a calendar because that's what made this show possible, all shows possible. And if you're out there today and you want to attend one of our in-person Thrive Time Show 2-day interactive business workshops, you can request those tickets today by going to thrivetimeshow.com. Again, you can request those tickets today by going to thrivetimeshow.com. Then on part 2 of today's show, I'm going to introduce you to a success story to a client that we've helped to double their business, and I think you're going to absolutely love this success story. So, folks, without any further ado, and before we go to part 2 of today's show, we're going to end part 1 of today's show with a boom. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom!
Hey, Clay Clark and my Thrive peeps. It's Steve Currington, as you can tell. Although I'm not wearing my signature green shirt as usual, but I am riding in my signature green Lamborghini. And I just wanted to say how appreciative I am of Thrive and all the guys at Thrive Time and the show and everything that you guys have done. At Total Ending Concepts, we have had tremendous growth and a lot of things changing, especially on the marketing front and from a coaching perspective and from a web presence and branding, and our internet leads are up. Everything is hammering on all cylinders, and really we're just trying to figure out how we can leverage the systems and the processes that we're learning at Thrive more in our business. So now we're setting up a lead tracking system that has been long overdue, and we're doing lots of stuff. But I wanted to take a minute and say thank you to Thrive and Clay Clark and Dr. Z and everybody for all the help in helping us grow our business and hopefully buy more Lamborghinis like this the more we sell. So appreciate it, guys. See ya.
I mean, I'm going to tell you something about this Cirrus. It is very stable. We've got a 7-knot headwind. We just flew around some weather. This thing is like, look what we're seeing on the map here. All that weather, we kind of deviated a little bit around. We're on our course. We've got 18 minutes to landing. It's beautiful. Can't wait to get on the ground and get to our Airbnb in Nassau.
November 811 Romeo Charlie, contact NASA approach. November 811 Romeo Charlie, contact NASA approach. 1.
Okay, people, sorry I had to kill that abruptly. Zach was talking on the radio. But look how beautiful this water is right here. OMG. OMG is right. The only thing more beautiful than this is this airplane that we're in. And it's my dad's. And Pei back there, she's pretty. It's not more beautiful than Pepe.
I can't tell if that's sandbars or just water.
Oh no, but it's insane.
It is crazy. You crazy, crazy guy. I think you can only get here by boat, people.
There's a road.
There's not a road. This is like
Elon Musk is building one.
Elon Musk is building a tunnel here, probably. But I just.
Hello, my name is Charles Colaw with Colaw Fitness. Today I want to tell you a little bit about Clay Clark and how I know Clay Clark. Clay Clark has been my business coach since 2017. He's helped us grow from 2 locations to now 6 locations. We're planning to do 7 locations in 7 years and then franchise. And Clay has done a great job of helping us navigate anything that has to do with like running the business, building the systems, the checklists, the workflows, the audits, how to navigate lease agreements, how to buy property, how to work with brokers and builders. This guy is just amazing. He's this kind of guy has worked in every single industry. He's written books with like Lee Crockrell, head of Disney, with the 40,000 cast members. He's friends with like Mike Lindell. He does Reawaken America tours where he does these tours all across the country where 10,000 or more people show up to some of these tours. On the day-to-day, he does anywhere from about 160 companies. He's at the top. He has a team of business coaches, videographers, and graphic designers and web developers, and they run 160 companies every single week. So think of this guy with a team of business coaches running 160 companies. So in the weekly, he's running 160 companies. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's doing Reawaken America tours. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's also doing business conferences where 200 people show up, and he teaches people a 13-step proven system that he's done and worked with billionaires, helping them grow their companies. So I've seen guys from startups go from startup to being multimillionaires, teaching people how to get time freedom and financial freedom through the system. Critical thinking, document creation, putting it into organizing everything in their head to building it into a franchisable, scalable business. Like one of his businesses has like 500 franchises. That's just one of the companies or brands that he works with. So amazing guy, Elon Musk kind of like smart guy. He kind of comes off sometimes as socially awkward, but he's so brilliant and he's taught me so much. When I say that, like Clay is like, he doesn't care what people think when you're talking to him. He cares about where you're going in your life and where he can get you to go. And that's what I like most about him. He's like a good coach. A coach isn't just making you feel good all the time. A coach is actually helping you get to the best you. And Clay has been an amazing business coach. Through the course of that, we became friends. I was really most impressed with him is when I was shadowing him one time. We went into a business deal and listened to it. I got to shadow and listen to it. And when we walked out, I knew that he could make millions on the deal. And they were super excited about working with him. And he told me, he's like, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to turn it down because he knew it was going to harm the common good of people in the long run. And the guy's integrity just really wowed me. It brought tears to my eyes to see that this guy, his highest desire was to do what's right. And anyways, just an amazing man. So anyways, impacted me a lot. He's helped navigate anytime I've got nervous or worried about how to run the company or, navigating competition and an economy that's like, I remember we got closed down for 3 months. He helped us navigate on how to stay open, how to get back open, how to just survive through all the COVID shutdowns, lockdowns, because our clubs were all closed for 3 months and you have $350,000 of bills you've got to pay, and we have no accounts receivable. He helped us navigate that, and of course we were conservative enough that we could afford to take that on for a period of time. But it was, anyways, great man. I'm very impressed with him. So Clay, thank you for everything you're doing, and I encourage you, if you haven't ever worked with Clay, work with Clay. He's going to help magnify you, and there's nobody I have ever met that has the ability to work as hard as he does. He probably sleeps 4, maybe 6 hours a day, and literally the rest of the time he's working, and he can outwork everybody in the room every single day, and he loves it. So anyways, this is Charles Colaw with Colaw Fitness. Thank you, Clay, and anybody out there that's wanting to work with Clay, it's a great opportunity to ever work with him. So you guys have a blessed one. This is Charles Colaw. We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Aaron Antis with Shaw Homes. I first heard about Clay through a mortgage lender here in town who had told me what a great job he had been doing for them, and I actually noticed he was driving a Lamborghini all of a sudden, so I was willing to listen. In my career, I've sold a little over $800 million in real estate. So honestly, I thought I kind of knew everything about marketing and homes. And then I met Clay, and my perception of what I knew and what I could do definitely changed. After doing $800 million in sales over a 15-year career, I really thought I knew what I was doing. I've been managing a large team of salespeople for the last 10 years here with Shaw Homes. And I mean, we've been a company that's been in business for 35 years. We've become one of the largest builders in the Tulsa area, and that was without Clay. So when I came to know Clay, I really thought, man, there's not much more I need to know, but I'm willing to listen. The interesting thing is our internet leads from our website has actually, in a 4-month period of time, has gone from somewhere around 10 to 15 leads in a month to 180 internet leads in a month. Just from the few things that he's shown us how to implement that I honestly probably never would have come up with on my own. So I got a lot of good things to say about the system that Clay put in place with us, and it's just been an incredible experience. I am very glad that we met and had the opportunity to work with Clay. So the interaction with the team and with Clay on a weekly basis is honestly very enlightening. One of the things that I love about Clay's perspective on things is that he doesn't come from my industry. He's not somebody who's in the home building industry. I've listened to all the experts in my field. Our company has paid for me to go to seminars, international builder shows, all kinds of places where I've had the opportunity to learn from the experts in my industry. But the thing that I found working with Clay is that he comes from such a broad spectrum of working with so many different types of businesses that he has a perspective that's difficult for me to gain because I get so entrenched in what I do, I'm not paying attention to what other leading industry experts are doing. And Clay really brings that perspective for me. It is very valuable time every week when I get that hour with him. From my perspective, the reason that any business owner who's thinking about hooking up with Thrive needs to definitely consider it is because the results that we've gotten in a very short period of time are honestly monumental. It has really exceeded my wildest expectation of what he might be able to do. I came in skeptical because I'm very pragmatic, and as I've gone through the process over just a few months, I've realized it's probably one of the best moves we've ever made. I think a lot of people probably feel like they don't need a business or marketing consultant because they maybe are a little bit prideful and like to think they know everything. I know that's how I felt coming in. I mean, we're a big company that's definitely one of the largest in town. And so we kind of felt like we knew what we were doing. And I think for a lot of people, they let their ego get in the way of listening to somebody that might have a better or different perspective than theirs. I would just really encourage you, if you're thinking about working with Clay, I mean, the thing is, it's month to month. Go give it a try and see what happens. I think in the 35-year history of Shaw Homes, this is probably the best thing that's happened to us. And I know if you give them a shot, I think you'll feel the same way. I know for me, the thing I would have missed out on if I didn't work with Clay is I would have missed out on literally an 1,800% increase in our internet leads. Going from 10 a month to 180 a month, that would have been a huge financial decision to just decide not to give it a shot. I would absolutely recommend Clay Clark to anybody who's thinking about working with somebody in marketing. I would skip over anybody else you were thinking about, and I would go straight to Clay and his team. I guarantee you're not going to regret it because we sure haven't.
My name is Danielle Sprick, and I am the founder of D. Sprick Realty Group here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. After being a stay-at-home mom for 12 years and my 3 kids started school and they were in school full-time, I was at a crossroads and trying to decide what What do I want to do? My degree and my background is in education, but after being a mom and staying home and all of that, I just didn't have a passion for it like I once did. My husband suggested real estate. He's a home builder, so real estate and home building go hand in hand, and we just rolled with it. I love people, I love working with people, I love building relationships, but one thing that was really difficult for me was the business side of things. The processes and the advertising and marketing. I knew that I did not have what I needed to make that what it should be. So I reached out to Clay at that time, and he and his team have been extremely instrumental in helping us build our brand, help market our business, our agents, the homes that we represent. Everything that we do is a direct line from Clay and his team and all that they've done for us. We launched our brokerage, our real estate brokerage, 8 months ago. And in that time, we've gone from myself and one other agent to just this week, we signed on our 16th agent. We have been blessed with the fact that we right now have just over 10 million in pending transactions. 3 years ago, I never would have even imagined that I would be in this role that I'm in today, building a business, having 16 agents. But I have to give credit where credit's due, and Clay and his team and the business coaching that they've offered us has been huge. It's been instrumental in what we're doing. Don't ever limit your vision. When you dream big, big things happen.
I started a business because I couldn't work for anyone else. I do things my way. I do what I think is in the best interest of the patient. I don't answer to insurance companies. I don't answer to large corporate organizations. I answer to my patient, and that's it. My thought when I opened my clinic was I can do this all myself. I don't need additional outside help in many ways. I went to medical school. I can figure this out. But it was a very, very steep learning curve. Within the first 6 months of opening my clinic, I had a $63,000 embezzlement. I lost multiple employees. Clay helped us weather the storm of some of the things that are just a lot of people experience, especially in the medical world. He was instrumental in helping with the specific written business plan. He's been instrumental in hiring good quality employees, using the processes that he outlines for getting in good talent, which is extremely difficult. He helped me in securing the business loans. He helped me with web development and search engine optimization. We've been able to really keep a steady stream of clients coming in because they found us on the web. With everything that I encountered, everything that I experienced, I quickly learned it is worth every penny to have someone in your team that can walk you through and even avoid some of the pitfalls that are almost invariable in starting your own business. I'm Dr. Chad Edwards, and I own Revolution Health and Wellness Clinic.
I'm Rachel with Tip Top Canine, and we just want to give a huge thank you to Clay and Vanessa Clark.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan with Tip Top Canine. Just want to say a big thank you to Thrive 15. Thank you to Make Your Life Epic. We love you guys, we appreciate you, and really just appreciate how far you've taken us.
This is our old house, right? This is where we used to live a few years ago. This is our old neighborhood. See? It's nice, right?
So this is my old van and our old school marketing, and this is our old team. And by team, I mean it's me and another guy.
This is our new house with our new neighborhood.
This is our new van with our new marketing, and this is our new team. We went from 4 to 14, and I took this beautiful photo. We worked with several different business coaches in the past, and they were all about helping Ryan sell better and just teaching sales, which is awesome, but Ryan is a really great salesman. So we didn't need that. We needed somebody to help us get everything that was in his head out into systems, into manuals and scripts, and actually build a team. So now that we have systems in place, we've gone from 1 to 10 locations in only a year.
In October 2016, we grossed 13 grand for the whole month. Right now it's 2018, the month of October. It's only the 22nd. We've already grossed a little over 50 grand for the whole month, and we still have time to go. We're just thankful for you, thankful for Thrive and your mentorship, and we're really thankful that you guys have helped us to grow a business that we run now instead of the business running us. Just thank you times 1,000.
The Thrive Time Show 2-day interactive business workshops are the highest and most reviewed business workshops on the planet. You can learn the proven 13-point business systems that Dr. Zellner and I have used over and over to start and grow successful companies. I mean, we get into the specific steps on what you need to do to optimize your website. We're going to teach you how to fix your conversion rate. We're going to teach you how to do a social media marketing campaign that works. How do you raise capital? How do you get a small business loan? We teach you everything you need to know here during a 2-day, 15-hour workshop. It's all here for you. You work every day in your business, but for 2 days you can escape and work on your business and build these proven systems so now you can have a successful company that will produce both the time freedom and the financial freedom that you deserve. You're going to leave energized, motivated, but you're also going to leave empowered. The reason why I've built these workshops is because as an entrepreneur, I always wish that I had this. And because there wasn't anything like this, I would go to these motivational seminars, no money down, real estate, Ponzi scheme, get motivated seminars, and they would never teach me anything. It was like you went there and you paid for the big chocolate Easter bunny, but inside of it, it was a hollow nothingness. And I wanted the knowledge, and they're like, oh, but we'll teach you the knowledge after our next workshop. And the great thing is we have nothing to upsell. At every workshop, we teach you what you need to know. There's no one in the back of the room trying to sell you some next big get-rich-quick, walk-on-hot coals product. It's literally, we teach you the brass tacks, the specific stuff that you need to know to learn how to start and grow a business. And I encourage you to not believe what I'm saying, and I want you to Google the Z66 auto auction. I want you to Google elephant in the room. Look at Robert Zellner and Associates. Look them up and say, are they successful because they're geniuses, or are they successful because they have a proven system? When you do that research, you will discover that the same systems that we use in our own business can be used in your business. Come to Tulsa, book a ticket, and I guarantee you it's going to be the best business workshop ever, and we'll even give you your money back if you don't love it. We've built this facility for you, and we're excited to see you.
Hey, I'm Ryan Wimpy with Tip Top Canine, and I'm the founder.
I'm Rachel Wimpy, and I am a co-founder.
So we've been running Tip Top for about the last 14 years, franchising for the last 3-4 years. So someone that'd be a good fit for Tip Top loves dogs, they're high energy, they want to be able to own their own job, but they don't want to worry about, that high failure rate. They want to do that like bowling with bumper lanes.
So you give us a call, reach out to us, we'll call you, and then we'll send you an FDD, look over that, read it, fall asleep to it, it's very boring, and then we'll book a discovery day, and you come and you can spend a day or two with us to make sure that you actually like it, make sure training dogs is something that you want to do.
So an FDD is a franchise disclosure document. It's a federally regulated document that goes into all the nitty-gritty details of what the franchise agreement entails.
So who would be a good fit to buy a Tip Top Canine would be somebody who loves dogs, who wants to work with dogs all day as their profession. You'll make a lot of money, you'll have a lot of fun, it's very rewarding. And who would not be a good fit is a cat person.
So the upfront cost for Tip Top is $43,000. And a lot of people say they're generating doctor money, but on our disclosure, the numbers are anywhere from over $1 million a year in dog training, what our Oklahoma City location did last year, to 25, 35 grand a month.
To train and get trained by us for Tip Top Canine, to run your own Tip Top Canine, you would be with us for 6 weeks here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So we've been married for 7 years.
8 years.
8 years. So if you're watching this video, you're like, hey, maybe I want to be a dog trainer. Hey, that one sounds super amazing. Go to our website, tiptopcanine.com, click on the yellow franchising tab, fill out the form, and Rachel and I will give you a call. Our Oklahoma City location last year, they did over $1 million. He's been running that shop for 3 years. Before, he was a youth pastor with 0 sales experience, 0 dog training experience before he ever met with us.
So just call us, come spend a day with us, spend a couple days with us, make sure you like training dogs, and own your own business.
Well, the biggest reason to buy a Tip Top Canine is so you own your own job and you own your own future, and you don't hate your life. You get an enjoyable job that brings a lot of income, but is really rewarding.
My name is Seth Flint, and I had originally heard about Tip Top Canine through my old pastors who I worked for. They trained their Great Pyrenees with Ryan and Tip Top Canine. They did a phenomenal job and became really good friends with Ryan and Rachel. I was working at a local church, and it was a great experience. I ended up leaving there and working with Ryan and Tip Top Canine. The biggest thing that I really enjoy about being self-employed is that I can create my own schedule. I have the ability to spend more time with my family, my wife and my daughter. So my very favorite thing about training dogs with Tip Top Canine is that I get to work with the people. Obviously, I love working with dogs, but it's just so rewarding to be able to train a dog that had serious issues, whether it's behavioral or whatever, and seeing a transformation, taking that dog home, and mom and dad are literally in tears because of how happy they are with the training. If somebody is interested, I'd say don't hesitate. Make sure you like dogs. Make sure that you enjoy working with people because we're not just dog trainers. We are customer service people that help dogs, and so definitely don't hesitate. Just come in and ask questions. Ask all the questions you have.